You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Good morning and 0 dark 30 to you folks. Welcome back, Prepared Mind channel, escaping the bunker and going out into the world. Boy, there's some crazy shit going on. In the Department of Defense, a deputy director, I believe his name was Selnick, has been fired. For what? Well, they did an investigation, found out someone was leaking information, and fired him. Isn't that how it's supposed to work? You do something wrong, you get fired. I remember when that's how it used to be. It wasn't, well, you want to talk back, you want to tell me no, you want to do whatever you want, and then you just go right ahead and keep on doing that. In fact, why don't you get a raise and a promotion for it? Yep, so they're catching them. Well, at least this is the Department of Defense, right? The Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, is actually doing things. He's not ignoring criminal behavior that I'm aware of. He keeps getting rid of these people who are disrespectful. Right? Never mind criminal, just being disrespectful, not putting the paintings up or portraits up of the president and heads of state. You're done. You want to write a letter, talking a little bit of trash, undermining the president, you're gone. You want to leak information, you're gone. Love it. That's how it be. But you know, they do border on crime, criminal behavior, criminal actions. That needs to be prosecuted. You and I all know that. I'm not going to get too loud and crazy about it. But get this, Letitia James. Oh, Tish. Letitia James, the Attorney General of the state of New York. Guess what? Guess what's up with her? Oh yeah, she now has a criminal referral. In other words, she's being told, the government's being told, here's the evidence. There's the person, there's the crime. Okay, you have a crime, a person, you have evidence. You are now referred for criminal prosecution. This is not coming from Kash Patel or Pam Bondi. It's coming from the White House. The White House says, here's the information. Criminal referral. Do something. Now, if Pam Bondi actually does her job and goes and arrests Letitia James for fraud, by the way, relating to real estate transactions, I believe. Isn't that just exactly what she tried accusing Trump of? Real estate fraud, mortgage fraud? Yeah, it was. It was pretty much the exact same thing. Wow. Turns out old Tish was the problem. Isn't that a shock? Isn't that a wonder? Yes. That's not good enough, though. We need real arrests. We need real things fixed, folks, because the Democrats aren't going away. They're not. I mean, I'm really glad that the White House is referring Letitia James. And Pam Bondi better do something with it. Maybe this is going to be the test where she gets fired for failing. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. They were able to find evidence on Trump that didn't exist and press charges that weren't real. Hold the trial pretty damn quick to keep him out of the election. Yep, they were able to do all that. Wild stuff, folks. But guess what? There's more. The Democrats will not give up. I have a funny feeling Letitia James won't ever see the wrong side of a booking counter. And the Democrats are going to keep doing what they do. They are outright liars, and they are racists, and they are non-American, un-American scum. Now, I think I mentioned last night during the show that Joe Biden, that's right, Joe Biden was going to do a speech in Chicago, of all places. And he's going to tear into Trump and Vance and the whole administration. Apparently, the old fart, the old groper himself, who's got dementia, he's got adders in his mind. Basically, he made racist comments. I think he called black kids colored boys or something like that. And just a knucklehead. He's insulting, but they don't care. And the Democrat voters don't care. They don't care if they're child molesters or if they're thieves or fraudsters or traitors or murderers even. They're fine with it. Democrats are fine with it. We've got that type of world, folks. It's that type of world now where you've got good and you've got just outright evil. And the fight is on. Firing people for being bad, that's terrific. But there's some really bad people out there who are just being impolite, are just creating small breaches of protocol. There's people in the government and very powerful people who are just committing egregious crimes against people, against state, and against God. It's just crazy, folks. The Democrats aren't godless. Right? They are a cult of death. And it's very dangerous. And so we all need to be prepared with food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, and a means of self-defense. So my recommendation is you get there. You get prepared. Because chance favors the prepared mind. I'll see you guys tonight. Have a good day. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Be safe.